Hello, ladies and gentlemen, mes-amis. I'm Stephen Makk. I'm the candidate for Simcoe North, and I'm really happy to be here to see the party working much more collaboratively. I know we're not here talking to the public, we're talking amongst ourselves, and there's a lot we need to talk about, and Professor Haskell will give us really good lessons on speaking effectively and crafting an effective message and using the digital media tools of our age. When I think about the PPC, and the type of thinker I am, is I like to start from first principles. And I believe our first principle is the sovereignty of the individual. Freedom, in short. So, what is freedom and where does it come from? And people have started to believe it comes from somewhere else, that it's perhaps endowed upon us by an almighty God, or that it's something the government gives us, or maybe something that, is it that? Is it something that's written down in black and white and given to us as an act of writing, or that kind of creation by other men? Or is it something that you just seize, like Tom Green grabbing a bullhorn and chasing people down the street? It's not really that either. So I was starting to think, well, where does it come from? What is it all about? And you know what I realized? Freedom of speech is not something you take, it's not given to you. It is a gift. It is a gift you give to your fellow sovereign individuals. Sister, brother, I care what you think. I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me what your thoughts are. So freedom of speech is something we give each other freely. It is not the business. I don't care about what the government says that I can say or can't say. They're not part of the transaction, but they're pressing their way in, and they've convinced people that this is not inherent. And I think this is something that is behind what we're doing. You know, giving the gift to somebody, the ability to speak freely without unfair repercussions, it's an act of respect and it's an act of love. So what we are doing is more humanistic than the bullshit zeitgeist of the day with this woke divisiveness and grouping and identity politics. If you take it back to the individual, all this garbage falls away. We get to our basic principle, and that is that of freedom. And when the government itself speaks, I listen to our Prime Minister Justin. He doesn't speak for me, and I don't feel that he's even speaking to me. So what's going on? I think what's going on is kind of the widowhood of government that Leonard Cohen talks about. Maybe that's not what he meant. But I think there's been a divorce between government and the people. We are taking action to make sure that the government listens to us and then can speak for all of Canadians. You know, I used to think People's Party, what a goofy name, it's kind of commie. It bothered me at first. But now I realize, no, it's smarter than I thought. It really is our job to make sure that the government speaks for as many Canadians as possible, and it keeps its mouth shut when there's nothing important to say. We should stick to what's important, and we should give Canadians the gift of respect and freedom to speak. Thank you.